get into one at work, and then the people didn't want to sign up. So
yeah. Oh my God, Jack Honey.
Jack Honey,
Salud.
people. God damn. That's half the bottle. Ugh.
So yeah, man. Send us your email or text us your email.
Yes, we have to do it by next week.
It showed that.
So let me know if I got this
The
correct.
draft picks. The picks were look for September 4. You put it for 8:00, which is Wednesday.
So we'll do it when we do the podcast.
Yeah, we could do it live. I could bring my computer down, or I could just do my picks from my from my phone because I already have the app. It's through ESPN, so if you guys want to download the app before you email us, it's ESPN Fantasy Football.
Yeah, let us know if you guys need steps because we know some friends who need steps for everything.
And then you go from there.
Do this for my priest.
We'll send instructions like IKEA does. A1, download app.
A2, Chuleta Brothers.
Yeah.
A2B, Chuleta Brothers is spelled CHULTA.
And if you need help spelling out your email, then that's another story.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it'll be fun. Right? Out of 12 people that could play, 2 spots are already filled, so we need 10 more.
Please let me know by don't do last minute Wednesday at 7:30 or how you sign up because if Tuesday night nobody opens, I'm gonna make it public so that way hopefully me and Al could get other just regular people to sign up for the league, so we can continue it. So please, Monday the latest, Tuesday, we'll try to keep it open that way you guys could join because right now the league is private, it's only for us. So if you guys join, it'll be just us. If not, then I have to open it public so we can actually start the thing. Because if we can't get more people, then we can't start it. So that's basically it. So they're definitely there.
And we'll probably
Chuleta Brothers, ESPN, Fantasy Football. If you guys have issues, hit up me or Al, text or whatever, or DM us on Instagram and join.
Yeah, and I've done these. So with the app, you could do talk, you could trash talk.
Yeah.
While you're doing the draft.
Yeah, you could chat and talk shit.
Or during the season, you could do the whole trash talk. You could even trade players if you want. You put players on wave. So yeah, man, hit us up. That'll be a cool thing to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I get a chance to do something, put it on Instagram with a link. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do that, but maybe we could do that.
That'll be cool.
And put that. Maybe people will sign up that way.
Other than that, and you watched any TV shows while you were going to DR or any music?
Yeah, so I did the half of the first. I still have to do 13 Reasons Why.
Season 3 that just came out.
Season 3. I watched half of the first one. I fell asleep. I really didn't get a chance to finish it. So
do yourself a favor and watch that show, people. 13 Reasons Why.
So I'm gonna watch that. Lately, the shows I've been watching is a show from HBO called Succession.
Okay.
Which is pretty good. It's about disgruntled rich family. So been watching that. Today I caught up with a few shows. I watched Ballers. We'll definitely get into Power a little bit. I watched the first episode of Powers. Let me see. What else I watched? I started watching a serial killing show. I can't even think of it right now.
Was it on Netflix?
On Netflix.
Mindhunter?
Mindhunter. So I'm on episode 3 of Mindhunter.
Season 2, people. If you don't know about it, look for it. It's only 2 seasons.
Yeah. Some of it drags, but it's interesting when it gets into the details of how these guys work.
This time they said they talked to serial killers that you actually names that you know, Charles Manson and all that. Mm-hmm. The whole thing about this show, people, is this is when back in the 70s when 2 FBI agents started coming out with the term serial killer, and 2 guys went to these prisons and interviewed these serial killers because they wanted to get into the mind of how these serial killers think. At the same time, they're solving crimes that are going around the country, and they're putting these, if you call it, let's call it what, dialogues they're having with the prisoners.
Yeah, a lot of it's like they're doing, I guess, like I can't think of it because I'm drinking. Psychological, like trying to find out like what's their thinking.
How come this guy would take a head and like this one guy in season 1 that he cuts women's head off, and this is a true.
Yeah, it's based on real.
It's a true like human being character, or whatever. He used to cut women's heads and had sex with the heads. And they asked him why, because when he was 16, his mother used to make him feel like he was a piece of shit, and then women, this and that. So this was a way of him to get revenge on like women that treated him like shit, and most of the time was his mother. He did. I think that serial killer from the first season, he's in the second season also. But do yourself a favor and watch the show. It's called Mindhunter. Pretty fucking good show. The first season was incredible. And like I said, it's almost like a true story type shit, because this is how they actually came up with the term serial killers and the way they started thinking, and that's the way it helped the FBI, because they wrote a book. They even came out with a class at the FBI headquarters, teaching other agents how to think like serial killers and shit like that.
Yeah. So I think before serial killer was a term, they used to call them like multiple killers, like
some shit like that.
Yeah. So like Al said, it basically they start interviews, talks about the whole process of how serial killer started.
Good, man.
It's good. Some of the episodes drag. It takes a while, but like when they get into the details. It really gets into details, so you start like figuring out like more or less how that guy was killing or why he was killing. Because we know a lot of these killers, you just know like, oh, they did some fucked up shit, but then you don't know as to why. There could have been some fucked up shit happening to them. But I watched like a few episodes of that. I'll probably be watching a lot of TV in the next few days since I'm off till Labor Day and whatnot. Let me see what else I've been watching. So I watched Ballers. I watched Succession, Hard Knocks. I watched. I'm caught up.
One more episode this Tuesday, and that's it.
I watched Hard Knocks. We'll see what happens to the Raiders. Like Santi said, they're looking good, but we'll see that last.
Yeah.
I watched Chappelle's show in Al's house.
Oh, the comedy
special. Yeah, it's called Sticks and Stones.
People, do yourself a favor and watch that Chappelle special.
Yeah.
It was funnier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it was funny.
He's getting a lot of backlash or controversy for the shit he was saying about like the whole Michael Jackson shit. I'm not going to get into details. I suggest you watch it and you put your 2 cents on it, because people are defending him and not defending him at the same time.
But
it's fucking funny though. Like
it's funny.
It's crazy, but it's funny because you think like, God damn, they got molested, but he's making a joke about it.
Yeah.
But his whole thing is like, you're coming out. You just gotta watch it, listen to it, and you have your own opinion to it. I took it as a comedy show.
Yeah. That's the way you gotta think.
Even he tells you went to Netflix and you clicked on my face.
Yeah.
So you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
So that's what I was like, any comedy I show, I gotta go with an open mind, even if they're talking about shit that is crazy.
Yeah.
And you just gotta laugh about it. It's a fucking comedian talking about shit. You know what I'm saying? It's give your 2 opinions, but do definitely watch. It's only like an hour. It's like an hour long, right?
Yeah, it's like an hour. Nah, it was funny. So I was talking to my boss yesterday. I went back to work. And we were talking about it. And the funny thing was the favorite part he liked of the show was also the favorite part that Baron, I spoke to Baron liked.
Lucino?
Yeah. So my coworker said the same thing. He goes, my coworker just did the face. And I was laughing. And then I was like, I was cracking up. And then I spoke to Baron, and then Baron said the same thing. So
because Baron sent me he sent me a video, right? He sent me a clip of it.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't understand it. So when I watched the whole thing, I understand why he said that. Because he went from dudes that feel like they're,
transsexual.
How about if I was this and I felt this way? Will that be me?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, now I understand that video Baron sent me. He just sent me like a 10-second flip. I was like, yo, that shit was fucking hilarious. Because it's true.
Yeah.
We can't say shit about a guy who feels like a woman inside because that's what he's feeling.
Yeah.
But now you're gonna tell me, if I feel white inside and I'm Latino and I start talking all problems,
Yeah, I know.
According to this and that, you're gonna make fun of me or you're gonna look at me in a real kind of way. So yeah,
you're gonna get made fun of.
Exactly. They're gonna call me Braxton and shit like that. But yeah, people watch that. We watched one episode of this show called Black Mirror. I'm not gonna get into it, but I think I'm gonna watch all 3 seasons just to see like from the beginning.
So that show I've watched a few episodes, but I've always watched. I'll see what the description is and I'll watch it.
Yeah,
I've probably seen maybe 6 episodes. Some of them scattered. It's one of those things too. When my old coworkers, they'll be like, "Yo, you gotta watch this episode." So I'll watch the one that they refer me to. But I never watched all of them. There's been a few that I try to watch that they're a little bit too weird, or like it's not getting nowhere. It's like, I know it's a good payoff, but I'm like, I'm watching it. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, where the fuck are we going?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
They have a lot of pretty good ones. There's a dating one. I think I told you it was good. The one we watched was a little bit crazy.
That fucking shit was weird.
Yeah, and then there's a Moreno one. I think on it's like the last episode, either season 3. Okay. That was good. It was the girl. She's from Black Panther. The one that she's like the sister. She's like the funny one.
Young sister.
Yes, that one is good. On a black you go to a tour like on a black museum.
Gotcha.
Of like slaves or some shit like that, like some crazy shit. But that one was good. But some of them do take a while to develop.
I'm
but
having trouble connecting to the internet.
There goes Alexa. She's taking shots.
That's the other member of the podcast.
Yeah. So like once you get to like sometimes it takes a while because you're like, what? Because they're all based on technology and future.
Yeah.
But they all kind of real, like stuff that could be real. So sometimes you're like, what are they doing? Then when they get to it, you're like, oh shit, like that's clever. You're like, oh shit. Then you get scared on some of them. You're like, oh shit, that could happen.
Yeah.
And there was another one based on like, maybe a girl liked this one. It was based on like one girl that she's trying to fit in. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it's based on like you wake up and how a lot of us check social media.
Mm-hmm.
She checks, I think, where her rating is at.
Oh, damn.
And then like, her rating is based on life. Like, if you got married, if you're not married, you do this. And then she's like really trying to compete. She goes out with her homegirls, and I think you can see the rating or something. I probably got this all wrong, but it's something like that.
Show.
And you see like a girl got a better rating. She's like 85 and I'm a 65. What am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
So then you start getting envious and all this crazy shit. But
the show reminds me of a modern...
It's a modern day Twilight Zone.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
Twilight Zone, and it's more like for the younger crowd to watch.
Yeah.
Because I used to love Twilight Zone back in the days.
Mm-hmm.
It's same shit.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get off of shows, if you guys have Hulu, September 3rd or 4th, if you're a big Wu-Tang Clan fan, they got a new show coming out. It's like it's like a show about them. It's not gonna be none of the real members. You got the rapper Dave East playing Method Man. You got Joey Badass, I think he's RZA. ODB's son, I think he's actually in the TV show. I don't know how many episodes this is in, but like I'm a big fan of Wu-Tang. I'm definitely gonna watch this. It's on Hulu, and go from there. That's the only new TV show that I know. Let's get into this Power episode. Mm-hmm. I really don't want to say much because I don't know if a lot of people watched it, but it's almost a week now. The one thing that's caught me off guard was the theme song.
Oh my god,
they're making so much big deal about it.
But
when I first heard
feeding into it, it's just bringing more publicity to it.
When I first heard it, I didn't think nothing of it. I was like, oh, okay, I guess he's doing it because it's the last season.
Yeah.
I was like, he could have done this like in
but they do that 3. So many. They do that so many shows. They change stuff like Game of Thrones changed the intro.
Well, they changed the intro, but not the theme song.
Yeah, but they changed it.
They just changed the logos because a lot of the families kill this family and take over.
But they did something new.
50 just took the whole theme song and remixed it and kept the whole thing with the background the same.
Yeah.
And he didn't think nobody was gonna see it.
Yeah, he bite off Game of